Hello, what is up? Welcome. If you guys are not familiar with what I do, I've only made one video, and it was of me drawing Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia. I got a source from the internet, drew one picture using that source, and then I drew another without using that source. The purpose of this channel is to get me back into art. Art was my one true passion that I had for years. I abandoned it for writing, and I do love writing very much so, like screenplay style. Every time I would write something, I'd always think about seeing that piece in manga or comic format. And everyone goes, oh, you're going to turn it into a movie, a TV show, all that stuff. And all I could think in the back of my head, nervously, was, yeah, I want to make something out of it, but I want it to be animated, you know? I wanted to do like a manga or a comic, but I couldn't draw. I lost my ability to draw completely because I just fell off. I just stopped doing it for years, and then anytime I tried coming back into it, it just looked like garbage. So I would write out my storylines, and I have tons of storylines ready to be illustrated. So the purpose of this is to help me get to that point where I can illustrate the things that I write. So my last video, I drew Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia. In this video, I'm going to be doing Bakugo Katsuki. Why do I choose him? Because I recently watched a video, like he's always been like one of my favorite characters from the show, but I saw this video called Bakugo Has No Fun. And it is just funny. It is a hilarious edit of all of his angry moments and all of his little freakouts. It's good. I'm going to link it in the description. Check it out. Credits to that YouTuber put that together, because that was great. As usual, gonna be using a pen. Okay, ordinary pen, not the same as last time, but makes no difference. I use a pen because I don't want to be able to go back on what I draw. Whatever I draw is there, and that's it. I can't erase it. And then, of course, I have my little drawing pad. Trusty had it for years. Now, we're gonna go over to Google. We're gonna find ourselves a picture of Bakugo Katsuki. But before I begin, in my last video, I had to draw straight ahead. I had the book against the wall, drawing horizontally. So like my hand was like this. It wasn't comfortable. It wasn't great. I didn't have a means of like having a camera like loom over the desk so I can get a good shot. So this time, right here actually is a 40-pound weight set. It's a case. It's a case that I bought. And I attached one little tripod to it, and then I'm going to attach this tripod to that tripod and have it loom over. Like so. So this way I will be able to properly draw, and then my reference will be up there. So let's do this. We're going to type in Bakugo Katsuki. Alright. Images. I want to find a good picture of him. And there's lots of them here, unlike Izuku. We're gonna go with this one. Oh, from the same website too. Here we go. Got our source, got our pen, got our sketch pad. Let's do this. Start. Face. We got a chin. Gonna do his mouth. Got a very kind of weird mouth. There we go. Tooth. Oh god, that tooth is huge. That tooth is fucking huge. Got that side. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna give his teeth a little bit of a shaping up. We're gonna do that. Lines. Do one of those. So we got his mouth. His nose is kind of weird. It's not far from his mouth, actually. So you don't really have to make a very special nose. It's just that. Okay, so this is very difficult. I'm gonna put that there. We're gonna take this and put that there. This one's more of a wide bang. And I'm trying to think of how many bangs I'm gonna put before I get to the side of his head. Because that's the hardest part when it comes to drawing like someone else's picture. It's the proportions. Drawing your own character is no problem because you know their proportions and you're used to drawing them. But in the case of me drawing, you know, one of Kohei's guys, it's a lot more difficult because I don't draw Bakugo a million times every week. I draw him once. Right now. Okay, so the hair's turning out. It's not as difficult as I thought to draw. Definitely to to copy it is difficult. You can lie about it in a few areas just because, like Midoriya, it's very messy. And in contrast with Midoriya's hair, this one's more lines and points than his, which is curvy lines and all sorts of stuff. It's a more organic look. Oh, Bakugo. Do 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 do. Sound like Andy Bernard from The Office. Ladies and gentlemen, the day. I don't know what to talk about while I draw Bakugo Katsuki. So far, this is actually turning out alright. I'm not gonna lie. NGL, guys. NGL. This is looking pretty fucking good. Do do do. Give me the Bakugo and free my soul. That was really cringy. I'll edit that out. His eyes are still a little wide. Give him some of that. Wrinkle. He's coming along, boys. Now the hardest part, and it's funny because I could even see it with Kohei's little drawing here. The one eye is kind of not the same as the other, and that's totally normal. This side of his face is more towards the screen than that side, but his eyes don't look the same shape, and something tells me they were in the studio or something. Like, Kohei was like, ugh, eyes. Gotta make him symmetrical, and then he got this, and he was like, you know what? Fuck it. That's just what he looks like. Because sometimes getting two halves to match is just a biatch. I remember that. I remember that so well. I had a bitchin' time getting the eyes to be symmetrical. And then at the end of the day, I realized it's not that huge of a deal. So, we have the general appearance of Senor Bakugo. Right. Got some shading in. So the ear kind of starts up here. Gonna make twitty spikies. I can already tell that my non-source drawing is gonna be much quicker and lazier than this. Because this time I actually have a flat surface to work with. Oh shit. And it's much nicer. So that little bit of hair does that, and this one does that. And it comes up around here like a soul. Also, if you guys like hearing me narrate like this, it's not a voiceover, it's a full-on narration of me just talking about nonsense. I talk a lot, and it's usually about random shit. And I'm drawing, so... And these aren't like serious drawings. You know, some people have like montages and stuff. Yeah, no, this isn't that. I kind of want to narrate so I can give my thoughts when people go, oh, he's fucking up. Freak out. This time they're actually kind of lined up. Which piece of hair am I looking at? Oh, it's this one. It's more out than those ones. And then this one is just kind of in there. And this one goes down like that. And that one kind of intervenes like so. Okay. And then we're just gonna give him a neck. Doot-dee-doo. We're gonna try and do that little uniform bit he's got going there. And if not, you'll know I gave up because it'll suddenly cut to my the next thing I want to do. Do. Okay, I'm gonna give him a little bit of a shadow. Come down here with this. Do that. A little bit of a neck shadow. Alright. Then shade in some of the space here. So his hair has a little bit more shadow to it, but what we got here isn't too bad, actually, I'm not gonna lie. That is substantially better than my Deku drawing. I'm really happy about that. Wow, okay. So let's try and do this freehand now. My Mac is closed, I'm putting it away. The other picture of Bakugo is right here, so I'm not really copying that. Alright, so let's just make sure I'm lined up here. And let us draw the same picture without the sauce. Okay, so we're gonna start with that head. We're gonna do it nice and round and wide. Oh boy, this is gonna be a wide boy. Mouth here. I can already tell this one's gonna look shittier. I kind of botched the teeth a bit. Give him angry anime guy nose. Oh god. Okay. Shit. So here we go. We're just gonna have to try and do our own version of his hair. Which, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't really look like this. Oh boy. I can already tell this version's gonna suck. FYI, I am trying to draw the picture that I just did, but it's pretty damn difficult. This is gonna look like shit. You know what? Oh man. Anytime I swore in my previous video, I edit it with butt cheeks, like when All Might tells Midoriya to clench his butt cheeks and yell these words. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that a lot. I can feel it. I'm not sure if he... I don't remember if he had hair down here. I don't think he did, but goodness gracious mother of God, this looks awful. I just kind of gave up part way. I was like, you know what? Whatever. Goodness. Damn it, Baku man. You done did it again. That just... Alrighty, forgive my shit lighting. So, on the right we have no source, and on the left we have with a source. God. Okay, let's start. So, on the left here we have a very, very, very passable piece of Bakugo. It looks like him. Honestly, I can think of a few things to point out in his hair, but if I said, who's that from My Hero Academia, or whatever anime character, you bet your ass you would say Bakugo. And if you don't, then there's a character I don't know about. And on the right here, if I asked you who that was, you'd also say Bakugo, but then you'd say, LOL, what the fuck is that? So somewhere around here with the eyes, I just kind of like gave up. I was like, fuck, this is what they're looking like. It was difficult because it's a very detailed drawing. And over here, as you can see, I'm going to use the light as my pointer because that's awesome. Like, the shading is nice. In fact, this looks much better than the Midoriya one I did. Yeah, this is the definite winner, and I honestly want to compare them, but it's not even close. There is Bakugo. Didn't turn out great. That was the one without the source. So we're going to take a look at these two for a second. I just want to sit in with this. So if you're wondering what I rate my other drawing, it's a 2 out of 10. It's not good. It's a 2 out of 10. Yeah, we're going to throw that aside. Right off the bat, you'll notice that this guy's a lot thinner. If you're wondering why I drew Midoriya like this and I drew Bakugo like this, it's because that is just the nature of my hand. I know I'm trying to copy, I'm trying to copy a picture, but I have this tendency to kind of go my own way and make the face more, like, thinner. I'm not good at drawing super cartoony looks. This is more rounded, and this one's sharper. And as you can see, the shading is about as good as I could get with a pen. The eyes weren't shaded exactly, or like the top half of the head isn't shaded exactly like it is here. And the hair is done differently. Mine flares out more, his is more contained. But all in all, and the ears are definitely way different, and so are the eyes. But all in all, I'd say this one wasn't bad. Just, I mean, taking that out of the equation, if you look at this as it is, I'd say it's passable. Like, for a Bakugo drawing or interpretation, I give this either a 7.5 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. I know that's speaking pretty big, but I gotta say I'm actually impressed with myself for having conveyed it so well, especially a character with so many lines and points and whatnot. I did, at many points in this hair, take my own route with it. To do all of that, I did try, but you'll notice, the difference between this area on mine and this area on the animated model. They're different. This one sits more, this one's more spiked out. Honestly, it does look like a more mature version of him. But the matter of the fact and the point is that this does not look exactly like that, and there are many, many differences. So to that end, I do rate this about a 7-8, around there. I had a third drawing, by the way. This here. I tried to draw him at first, but my narration was getting fucked up, and I wasn't happy with the way this was looking. It actually looked like it was starting to go more Suigetsu from Naruto. So I was like, you know what? We're just gonna throw that aside and scratch the bit of video that I got. Yeah, I technically have 3 drawings. I'm gonna put them all together. I did date the drawings from Midoriya, so I'm kind of documenting my progress, seeing how much better I get. I do think that drawing Bakugo this time really helped me break through, because it allowed me to kind of convey details that I haven't done in a long time. Like, I don't normally do shading. At least not in the drawing, the little doodles I've been doing. So it did allow me to do that, and I really felt good about how this one turned out. I am especially happy about how the hair turned out and how everything just came together. I wasn't expecting my first, like, the source drawing to be as good as it was. And I'm not boasting, I'm actually very proud of how that turned out. It lets me know that there is hope for me as an artist, and it lets me know that there's hope for the art that I do. That, I mean, if you guys like the way that looked, I think you'll like what I normally do, because that's my style. It's more like, everyone's not like generic, beautiful, muscular, like, it's not like that. But that's my general style. Anyways, if you watch this, thank you. If you liked or subbed or whatever you want to do. Honestly, just feedback. I appreciate feedback, and if you're watching this, actually, I do appreciate that you've gone out of your way and made some time for this. You know, that was the one thing that pushed me away from drawing in the first place, was never really putting myself out there. Never putting my work out there and showing people that, yeah, I can draw. I can put together a few things. I'm not amazing. I'm not saying I'm like perfect, beautiful, would get a job and make tons of money off of this shit. I don't know how that sounded, but I'm just saying I did have skills that I wanted to show off, and I never got the chance because I never gave myself the chance. So correction, I always had the chance. I didn't give it to myself. I wasted time, and I'll tell you now, if anyone watching this video is aspiring to be anything, an artist, athlete, author, whatever, just put your stuff out there. Just do it. Just put it out there. Don't be like me. Don't let the passion die. You've got a burning fire. I'm not saying to spread the fire. That's a bad analogy, but show people what your fire looks like. Don't let it go out. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. If you did like this video, you can just comment you liked it, or like it, or do whatever you want to do. Just thanks for making time. I'll see you guys with my next drawing. Drop my pen. Peace out.